Hello, welcome back. Okay, first things, I just got back from my first vaccine shot, so I wonder how I will feel when I'm just going to do the things that I just love to do. So I'm sitting up here and I just wonder, what can I do on the last page? The decorations, well, we still can do the decoration because this one is already ready. But I do like to do the last page. What will I like to do? Okay, first things first, I noticed that I already have almost used 30 of my cardstock and I only have left 2, and I don't want to make it less beautiful without using the papers that I would love to use. So I added 10 more because I definitely want to create something nice, of course. I always like to do that. So and I don't want to make it just a simple pocket and then just leave it like that, but I just want to give you the opportunity to add as many pictures as possible, like these nice pockets. Where I just put these? I do have some photo frames right here. Well, I just lost them. Anyway, so yeah, we have lots of opportunities with pockets and with photo layouts, for little photos, booklets where you can write in, the pop-up, another photo layout, storage spots, another booklet where you can write in, and another pocket. So what else can I be making in a baby album? I definitely want a baby album is for photos. To put your precious photos inside here. So what can I do? We can make just a flippity flop, or just add more pockets. I know we do have a lot of pockets in here, but I just think it's the best way to add things in. So I'm just gonna start. I just made a little tryout. I do like to make pockets. Yeah, I'm so sorry if you don't like pockets. Yeah, but I think it's the best way to add your photos in. And you can, yeah, we can do lots and lots and lots of things, but I do have this in my mind and I just can't get it out of my head. So I just gonna go with the flow, guys. See what I'm gonna do, and let's just start. It's not difficult, not at all. So let's see. Okay, let's just start. Okay, guys, the best way I like to work is just start. Alright, that is the best way. First, I like to cut. Just grab a new piece of paper, and I definitely do not like to measure, as you know, but I do like to use a 4.5 piece, and I'm gonna use 6 pieces. So and I don't know, do I like to cut this down? Do we need to cut this down? Let me see with the first sheet, so we still can use it on the second one. So what I like to know first is make a 1/2 inch hinge. Okay, fold it down. And then I'm just gonna grab back the album. Now, how many do we need? No, we need 2, 3 more. So no, we're just gonna make a flat pocket. That's perfect. So if you're gonna measure this, just keep away, well, at least 2 millimeters away from the edge. And then I'm just gonna make a mark at the last page that I put in. Then I'm gonna score this again, and then I'm gonna cut this shorter. Alright, so this is going to get off. Now if you like to measure this, I can give you the measurement. Then this would be a 7 5/8 inch. So if I cut my next page in a 7 5/8 inch, 7 5/8, that's right there. Okay, then I can right away score this, turn this around, and let's score this again, 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm gonna grab just one page extra, and I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna cut this at 7 5/8 inch, and then I'm gonna score 1/2 inch, turn this over, and again score at 1/2 inch. Alright, now the next cut we need is a 4.5 inch. So if I would write it down, then it will be a 7 5/8 inch by 4.5 inch. Okay, just gonna check what that is in centimeters in just a second. Alright, so then I'm gonna cut these at 4.5. 4.5. Still not used to that little piece where they put this down in, but I'm getting used to it. It works like a charm, and the blade is still nice, so I love it. Wonder how long it will last. Now before I'm gonna put this down, I'm just gonna use a little which it's easier for me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the long side, and I'm gonna make a little mark at a 1/2 inch. Okay, if that makes sense to you, what we're gonna do with that, I'm gonna show you in just a sec. But I'm gonna mark all of them 1/2 inch. You can do that with your ruler, but I just love to use my scoring board for that. It's way easier, but that's just my opinion. You can use your ruler if you like. Alright, make a mark. When the hinges are folded open, make a mark 1/2 inch. Alright, now we have 6 of these. First I'm going to give you the little measurements in centimeters. So the 7 5/8 will be, well, of course you can measure that yourself, but it will be a 19.4, and a 4.5 inch is 11.5 centimeters. And then of course you can score the hinges. Alright, that's that for those who wants to know the measurements. Sorry, I am terrible at measurements, and my videos are definitely full of longs, but this is how you cut your first piece. 7 5/8 inch by 4.5 inch, and in centimeters it's 19.4 by 11.5 centimeters, and then you score a 1/2 inch of your on the smallest piece. Now this one, maybe I can use it, I don't know, but for now I'm just gonna let that be. Now you want to know why I make that little mark. Well, that little mark, I'm gonna cut that down in a little triangle. So I'm gonna use that mark, cut my scissor. You also can, no, I'm just gonna do it this way. but be sure that you are not going to cut further than your fold line. We definitely need those corners. Not need, but it's nicer. Alright, so then this you will have. And you will think now, what in the world is she is going to? And I will tell you, I will show you when I'm done. Okay, so with the cuts, stay in front of your fold line. Okay, just cut from corner to corner and cut these off. And you will see these little pieces, so be a little bit precise with it, because you're gonna see them. Alright, now these you can throw them away. Yes, alright. I like to fold these, yeah, that's totally up to you, but I like to see that little mark still. Okay, just fold these all the way around. Burnish these down, not downs, blah 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 blah. The vaccine is going in my speeches. Nope, that's not true. I'm just kidding. I'm still not feeling anything. Alright, that's that. So we have 6 of these, and these are going to be 6 pockets, of course. Yes, they are. So we need 3 pages, 3 A4 pages to make this work. Now, before I am going to glue anything down, I do like to use some decoration. I'm just going to see what I have left on these little pieces. Just use whatever you have left. Oh, these are tags, so that are not things to use. Nope, these are all cutouts. Just use what you have left. Just see what's fitting. This is too small. This one, let me check that out. It definitely needs to be with the edges. That's the nicest thing. This would be fun. But if you like to use a piece, I definitely want to see, because this is white on gray, and that is not a good thing that you can't see. Let me use just this one. So I'm going to cut a piece that is definitely a nice edge. Okay, so I'm just going to make a mark, and then I'm going to cut that piece off. And I think one piece is enough, so I'm just going to put this in my cutter, so I can see that I can be nice straight. And then I'm just gonna cut this off. I think I can use just one, who knows, but I think we can manage that with one. Now the meaning is with this one, yeah, a lot of trouble for just that little piece. Yep, that is. So what I'm gonna do, and maybe it was better that I did this before, but yeah, you know me. Alright, the meaning is that we are going to decorate this little piece. So if you're just going to put this at the top, just like that, see? Just as we would point it on. Well, I can make this a little lower. Okay, just cut this off, the same. Here we go, and now I'm just going to cut this a little lower. Oh my gosh, I hear you thinking, what in the world is that woman going to do? I'm even going to try to smooch this. Oh yes, I definitely like to make it nice. Alright, I'm just going to grab my tool to help me a little bit with this small little piece. It's already been too long that I glued anything. Okay, put a little glue on, not too much, just a little, and then just put it on. Yes. Okay, that's the first one. Woohoo! So much more to go. Yeah. You also can put this right on top here and just make a mark from here till here, and then you also have it. That's totally up to you. Whatever you like to do. Cut this a little shorter. Definitely this is very small to smooch, but I like to smooch it. Okay. Put some glue on and put it on. Yeah, it's so small. I know. I'm so sorry what I'm gonna do to you all. I know. But when this is on, the next one is going to attach right here, and then you will see that little piece. So that's good. And that's why I just left my mark on, so I can just cover my little dot. See? Isn't that cool? So yeah, I'm gonna do that with all of these. Oh yes, I am. I just like to go this way with the cutting. Yep, and then I'm just gonna turn this over. I don't know, just find what's easy for you, and then just a little shorter. Just find a way that it's handy for you. What do you like? Which methods do you like to use? But it will definitely be very, very nice if you add this design paper on. It will be! You'll see! Okay, the other way. There we go. A little lower. There we go. So now I am gonna make all these 6 pages ready, and then I'm coming back to you when I'm ready with all this craziness. Oh my goodness. You will see at the end, and I don't think that we have enough, so I'm just gonna cut one more of that little strip. Alright, see? The next one. Cool. So if you have one done, you can glue this down if you like. But I'm just going to do that when all these are ready. Alright, so I'm going to make the other 4 also ready, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, after a while, it's done. Okay, so what we're going to do next is, now we're just going to glue these on each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on one side. And the other side will come, of course, but just going to check this side first. And then I'm going to go to this side. And then I know that I am perfectly straight. Just check. Yep, I'm perfectly straight. And then I'm just going to burnish this down. And now I go to this side. So just put some glue on these hinges. And then just let it fall. I'm just going to overlap that little mark. Alright, so you mark little pencil mark is gone. Alright, so that is how I'm gonna add all of these pages. So first I just check. Just put the little mark away. And when I'm satisfied that these are nicely straight, you also can put this nice straight on here. You definitely want this straight, guys. You want it nice and straight. Okay. When I'm satisfied, I am gonna grab my glue bottle. And add it on. And I'm gonna turn this, and then I'll do the other side. And so on, and so on. But I'm gonna stay with you till I also have them all attached. Okay. Next one. Again, just checking. You just want, you better can check this more than perhaps you want to, but you want to make it nice. Alright, glue it on. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you a little bit how the vaccine worked this morning. So I had to go at 10. I had an appointment at 10, but never asked what time I need to go. It was very busy, very busy with parking, but everything went so smooth. So first they guide you to the parking, and then you have to go to the big, it's a big area where everything is nicely lit, how you call that, everywhere with signs where you need to walk and everything. So that was pretty cool. You can't go wrong with that. So yeah. Afterwards, and really this shot did not hurt at all. If I'm gonna have some blood samples, then it hurts way more. Not it hurts, but you will feel that better than this shot. I was surprised by it, actually. So I did not feel anything. Then afterwards you need to sit down for 15 minutes before you can go, and there were working people in front of us who keep an eye on us. And yeah, that's perfect. It was just perfect. I was a little anxious this morning. I was just a little bit nervous. Just, yeah, you never know how it goes on everything. So, but it went okay. It went perfect, actually. This one is a slightly smaller than the first one, so maybe it's a good idea then to put this on the back. Okay. Here we go. Turn it. And the last one, guys. The last one. Here we go. Yes, a big fat piece. Cool. Alright, now before I forgot, before I forget, we are going to close these pockets. And how are we going to close these? Well, now you can go all the way down, and we don't want that because I am going to use 6x4 I call that 6x4 photo mats, or even nice cards. So I'm just going to add some glue on the edges of this one to close it down, and that's one. So I'm going to do that with each one. You also can add right here something down and close it. I will burnish it down in just a sec. Just a little glue is enough to close this pocket. Well, at least if you have a good glue, but I assume that all the glue is perfect. Alright, close these pockets. Close it down. Go. Now all these pockets are already, oh, here are my little photo mats. Alright, so now you have all these pockets which you can add all your lovely photos in. And of course we're going to make some photo mats, but I just wanted to show you real quick how this looks like when this is done. Okay, it's tight now, but you get the picture. Okay, so that is done. Now what I also like to do to make it not that tight, as you just saw, what I always like to do with all my pockets is I'm just going to go in with my bone folder and I just work a bit on these edges, just a little bit. Just be careful to do this. Use definitely a bone folder that is nice round. Okay. Now we need to go on this side too. Use your finger to hold it a bit down, and then your pockets are not that tight. Just work a bit with your bone folder. These pockets now are better to use. Okay, now before I continuing, I like to go and see what decoration I like for the back, because as you know, a 6x6 will not fit, not completely, and I want to make it nice. Yes, so what I'm gonna do, I am gonna cut a few strips, just leftover pieces. Here I also have two. Just gonna use whatever I have, just a few strips. I think I need a few more. So just gonna see what I like to use. Gosh, I love this one. I definitely do not want to cut this, but maybe I'm gonna save it for later. Alright, so just because yes, I am gonna do some leftover pieces. Which one? Oh, this one. Definitely gonna use a strip for that. Sorry guys, I do have a little itchy. It's not that I'm gonna get unwell or something like that, but do we need one more? I think we do. I did cut this down, and I actually wanted to use this for something. Can I still use it? Yes, I still can use it, so I'm not gonna cut this paper anymore, because I'm gonna make a frame with that. Yeah, you can use anything you like, but I do like a little. This is also a good one to use. And yes, maybe it was a good idea to do this after I'm done with anything, but yeah, I just like continuing. I'm definitely going to use one of these too, just because I like the color. Okay, I think now I have enough. Alright, so what I'm going to do is exactly the same as I did with the in-between spine. This piece right here. So that is what we're going to do. You can do this the same method. You don't have to use, I think a 3/4 again is good to put inside here. What can we do then? Well, yeah, you can put something. No, I'm just gonna do the same way as I did. That saves you so much papers. So I'm gonna cut a piece that is a 3/4. And I know if you don't like to do this method, then just skip this part. But I just love it. I just don't know why, but I just do. It's crazy, I know, but I just love it. It really gives an album so much nice attitude or something. I don't know if that's the correct word for it, but I just love to do it. So I just gonna do it. Just gonna start cutting this piece of paper. For the first one, definitely needs to fit in here, of course, and it does. It does fits in here. Oh, I always can cut this a little shorter, but you know the drills. Okay, so again I'm gonna grab a piece of paper to put this under. And just start whatever you have left and go with the flow, guys. Go with the flow. You can, by the way, you can glue this in a straight way or diagonal, but I love to go art. So I am gonna use this diagonally. So yes, I am gonna do crazy again. Make this a little shorter. Put a nice music on. Go with the flow and you will get a nice piece. I promise. I want to make sure that this corner is ready. And so on and so on, and yes, I am gonna do that with all the pieces. I'm crazy, I know. But I just love it. I don't mind how many hours this take. It will look amazing. And when I think of this, you don't even see it with the photo mats in it, but still you want to make this nicely, and because the people are going to take out those pictures, so you definitely want to make this nice. And yes, this takes time. Definitely this takes time. But I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Okay, now I'm done with all these little pieces. I'm just gonna cut all this so I can continuing with the rest of And yes, I'm just gonna do the first one, and then of course we can do the other ones in a later stage when we have more leftover pieces. But I just want to show you how it will look when one is done. Alright, so let's continuing with adding some glue. Now I like to go back with where I start with, and because we did the cuts, it will be very easy now to continuing your papers. Yeah. Just having fun, guys. So much fun. Here we go. I am at the end. Cutting it all off. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And there we have our first strip. Isn't that looking super, super cute? It is. Now I'm just gonna smooch the edges. I only have to smooch 3 edges. And now I just can put this in. So the background is nicely covered. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this in here. I was a little shaky. Did you see that? So nervous I was. Alright, and then the first pocket looks like this. And you can imagine how this will look if we do them all. So the next one, the next strip that I like to make, I am going to use a different order, of course, than this one. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise it will look a little bit. You even can do now these on that direction. Oh, how would that look? Shall we try that? I'm going to come back to you when I'm going to have tried that. But you will see. After a few time, that's not good. No, what's the word on? A few moments later. That was the thing that I want, that I was searching for. Alright guys, it's done, and I think my patchwork pockets. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, so yeah, this is how it looks like. So I used 3 pieces that goes that direction and 3 pieces that go that direction. Then you get this. Oh my gosh, I love it. I think it's super, super cool. And I'm glad that I made those little corners. Looks super, super cute. You also could do that with brown. Then it will pop up a little bit better than now. But I like it. Alright, so that is that. Now let me see how we can add this in here. Do we just like this, just how this is, and then have a nice, or do you like to flip this, or do you like to make a flippity pocket for this? But well, I think we have enough papers to make nice tags for this. So I think I will add this just right here in this pocket. Not in this pocket, at the back of this one. And then of course the front we do need to make a full piece, and then so in the front there can be a larger piece in here, so we can do that. So grab another piece of paper, and I must say, well, my arm is getting a little, not hurting or something, but it's feeling a little heavier. Okay, so what we're gonna do on this one, what shall we do? Shall we make this a little deeper? We can do that. We can make it a little deeper. Well, let me first cut the length. How do I measure? Well, I'm not going to apply this just yet, but if you will hold this down, if you don't trust yourself, you can grab something that will hold it everything down. So just put this at the right spot. Right here, it keeps it a little bit down, okay? So this piece, of course, continuing with the little marks right here, and that leaves me making a mark right there. Now, yeah, I'm not trusting myself for measurements, so I'm just going to make a complete fold line on this piece of paper, making a fold line so we can add a nice big booklet or diary at the first pocket. Then I'm just gonna cut this down. Now I have this left. Now I am gonna make, how many do we need? Well, let me check. Definitely 2, I guess, because we already have a hinge on the outside. So let me check real quick. Let me just check. Normally when I do a little accordion pocket, then I know that I need 3. So if I glue this on top here, do I have then just a sec. Now I can take this off. Okay, check it out. You even can put this under this, and then you will have also that extra pocket. Yeah, I think 2 is enough. So if I just put this, the bottom hinge under this one, and if we glue that down, it leaves us a nice bigger pocket. Okay, so yep, we do need 2. Okay, so now I'm gonna measure this side or this side right here. And I'm gonna make a little mark, and then of course we're gonna need to make 2 fold lines on that mark. Here is my mark right here. 2 fold lines, and then after that last fold line we're going to cut this down. Here we go. Yes, fold it and fold it back. Okay, now don't forget to fold the bottom. And now we're gonna cut this little area off. And if I don't know exactly how to cut, then I'm first going to cut in a straight way. Yes, this piece right here is, you can cut this in an angle, so I'm gonna cut the bottom hinge, but this hinge I'm gonna cut straight. So just cut off the piece where your fault line is on. That makes sense to you. And then this will come in here. And then this overlap this. Something like this. Or maybe even this comes at this side. Maybe better. Alright, let's check it out. Because I think we need to cut down. Nope, we don't have to cut down anything. So, you just have to wiggle a little bit, but you put this in here on the spot where your mark is, the same as we did with the other ones. And then it comes the same with these ones, okay? Yeah, that does it. How are we going to attach that? Well, I'm just going to hold this down and I'm just going to put some glue on. Yeah, Chica is awake. She had a nice large nap and now she is pointing her nose against my leg for, hey, you, I like to go outside. I'm ready for my nap and I would like to go out. I know. Give me just a sec. Give me just that, ooh, little, oh my gosh, my neck is itchy. Okay, burnish this down. Okay, and now I'm just gonna watch this side right here. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm coming. Even wachten. Zo klaar. Uno momento. Okay, and I'm just gonna flap this inside right here and burnish it down. Yes, cool. Here we go. And now the pocket on top has that expandable piece, so inside we can make a nice big fat diary or something. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab back the album. Yeah. Un momento. Ben klaar. Just gonna show the people when I'm gonna put this at the bottom. It fits perfect. Yes, see? With not much measurements, guys. With not much measurements. Not much at all. Fits this perfectly inside here. Big pocket here. And 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets for a nice 4x6 photo mat. Yeah. Alright guys, I'll be back in just a sec. I definitely need to take my dog out and then I'll come back to you. Cool. Good morning. Alright, I'm still alive. Okay, I'm just kidding. Kidding. Well, I was afraid of that vaccine. I was, but yeah. So that is why I'm acting a little crazy and maybe overreacting, but that's just me. Alright, so yeah, just a little update. I only have a little hurting in my upper arm, but that's just feeling like a big bruise. Otherwise than that, nothing else. I'm feeling perfectly fine. Had a wonderful long hot bath this morning at 6 o'clock. Yeah. So yeah, let's continuing with nice time, having nice time. Okay guys, so what do you like up here? So before I'm gonna add this in the album, I definitely want something up here, and I have something in mind for that, and I just play a little with the chipboard because I do have some chipboard left, and I made this super cute little frame which you can pull out this and you can add your own picture on here if you like. But how about look at this? It's super cute, with a little tag on here, so it's an easy pull out, and I added these two cute little yeah, those little things. And I don't know if I'm going to use this on top, on the cover, or somewhere else, but I was just playing around and checking how this will turn out, and I just love it. And I do have another piece of chipboard left after cutting this, and that's this one. So shall we first do this and then continuing with this one, so we know which one do we like to use? All right, so stay tuned.